Okay, so this tutorial will show you how to solve FDP 109 problem number 2. Okay, and as with any problem solving, you need to look at what information is given to you already. So in this instance, I know that there are 3 pieces of information given already. Okay, we know the number of people who like the who. We know the number of people who like catfish and the bottlemen, and we know the size of the angle of catfish and the bottlemen. Okay, so the first step is to write down all the totals that you know. Okay, so we know the size of the angle. Total should be 360 degrees. Why 360? Because that is the measure of a full circle. A full circle has 360 degrees. So that means if I add this plus this plus this plus this, it should total 360 degrees. We also know that when you total percentages of a whole, okay, it will total 100%. Then that means if I add this plus this plus this plus this, you will get 100. So now, how do we solve for the most important total? Okay, the other total, how do we solve for this one? We need to use the information given in the table, okay? And for this instance, this is what we need to use. Because we have a part of the circle and the total of the circle. So we can make a fraction out of it, okay? So let's do it on top over here. So to solve for this, this percentage, okay, number 1, you need to make a fraction. And we can make a fraction with this and this, okay? So 96 degrees divided by 360 degrees would give you, okay, 0.266 repeating, okay? Round to 2 decimal places. Now, please remember, 2 decimal places, there's their decimal point, 1, 2. This is the second decimal place. The next digit is 6, okay? If the digit is greater than 4, then this goes up by 1, okay? So 0.266 repeating now becomes 0.27, okay? Now, how do we make that into a percent? So we started with a fraction, we made it into a decimal. So in order to make it into a percent, we need to multiply it by 100. So now you have 27%. That's how you solve for that part, okay? Now, since we know, okay, that 8, okay, is 27% of this number, we can now solve it. We need to do a little algebra, okay? So first thing, we need to give this a variable. Why? Because we don't know what it is. We don't know the total number of people, okay? So let's give it a variable. Let x equal total number of people, okay? And we know that if I multiply this percentage by the total number of people, I will get 8. Okay? So remember this formula. This formula is very important. Okay? So, the percentage of the part, because catfish and the bottleman is just part of the whole. Okay? So, 27% times the total number of people will give me 8. Because 8 is a part of this whole total number of people. Okay? So remember this formula. This will be very helpful for you. Now, can we multiply with a percentage? No, it needs to become a decimal again. Okay? So if you look over here, decimal to percent, we multiplied by 100. So if we want to go percent back to decimal, what do? You divide by 100. So 27% divided by 100 equals 0.27. Okay, so now we can multiply. Equals 8 divided by 0.27 divided by 0.27, and the answer is 8 divided by 0.27, 29.6. Now you cannot have 29.6 people, so you need to round, okay? The next digit is 6, and we know that 6 is greater than 4. Therefore, this rounds to 30. So X is equal to 30. That means 30 people voted for the most popular performers. Okay? Now, since we have the total here, can we calculate now the size of the angle and the percentage for the who? Yes, you can, because you have the whole already, and you can make another fraction. Okay? So this is step 2. This is how you get that. And let's do step 3. Let's calculate the percentage, okay? How do we do that? We know 15 people chose who, and we know the total is 30. So 15 divided by 30 is 0.5. And how do you make it into a percentage? Multiply by 100 equals 50%. So we know the percentage is 50%. How do we know the size of the angle? That's 50% of 360 degrees. And we know we cannot multiply with a percentage, so we divide it by 100 to get this one. 0.5 times 360. And the answer is 180 degrees. Okay? So we know this is 180 degrees. So now you're left with 2, Kanye and Florence. Okay? So we need to use our protractor now because we're stuck. Okay? But you only need to measure either Kanye or Florence, because once you know the values here, you can easily solve for the missing value of Florence. Okay? So let's take our protractor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put the lines, okay, by 0 and 180. So let's look at that. So it's kinda, okay, just a little more adjustment. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, so that's the best I can do it. Okay, so there you go. The lines are there. And let's look at Kanye. This is Kanye. Okay. So when we enlarge this, you can see Kanye is about here. Okay. And let's count. 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. Okay. So by using our protractor, we know that Kanye has 36 degrees. Okay, so can you solve for the percentage now? Of course. Let's make this step 4. Of course we can, because you have 36 divided by 360. So step 4, 36 divided by 360 equals 0.1 times 100, because it's a decimal, you have 10%. Okay, so that's 10%. Now, can you calculate the number of people? Yes. Now that you know the percentage, you can multiply that by the total number of people to get this one. So let me just change my color to lighter green. Okay, so how do I calculate for this one? 10% of 30. So this one needs to become a decimal again. So divide by 100. You will get 0.1 times 30. Okay, so that would equal to 3 people. Okay, so now it's very easy to do the last part. What color do I want to use? Okay, let's use that one. Because you know 15 plus 3 is 18 plus 8 is 26. So all of this is already total 26. So then you do 30 minus 26 equals 4. So that means 4 people voted for Florence in the machine. So you can do the same thing here. 180 plus 36 plus 96 equals 312. So when I added this is all equal to 312. So 360 minus 312, that means this has a measurement of 48 degrees. And same with this one, 50 plus 10 plus 27 is equal to 87. So 100% minus 87% will give me 13%. Okay, so let me just highlight everything, 13%. So just to check, okay, 4 divided by 30 gives you 0.13 repeating, which is 13%. Okay, let's try 48 degrees divided by 360 degrees. 48 divided by 360 gives you 0.13 repeating, which is 13%. Okay, so I hope that you understood how to use this. Okay, let's you either by using the protractor and by using the information on the table. Okay, remember, when you submit work to me, do not just put the answers on the table. I need to see your solutions. The solutions are more important. Okay, bye bye.